I'm not a pervert, asshole. How you doing? Sound check here, right? So the good old ukulele it is, right? I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. Like this goddamn little thing. This is like exactly what I need. Like I literally could put a goddamn Gatling gun in this goddamn thing, and I think it would fit just nice. God is great. Finally, the resolution of my fucking problems. As in, I need to play stuff. I need to write stuff. I need to YouTube stuff. I need to blog and blog, right? I sorry for shouting in your ear about that. Yo, I was telling my wife, right? Like, mi esposa, colombiana, como tú sabes. You can see her in some of these videos. Welcome to @bipolar Muslimatic. My name's Hussein. Hussein, simply. Right? Zaidiboy. You can Google me. Right? Zaidiboy. Like, listen, I gotta say it. Like, this is like some shit. It is. The libs follow me on Twitter, Liberal Party of Canada. Like Gary fucking Vayner fucking Chuck follows me on fucking Twitter, and when it, okay, the reason I swear is cause he fucking swears. I refer you to his keynote speech. Just hit like YouTube with Gary Vaynerchuk, Inc. 500, Inc. 500, right? This is when I met this guy, Inc. 500 keynote, right? So now, like Vince Lombardi, this guy has a lot of the same talking points, but here's a couple of things I want to say. First of all, like I'll re-up my Gary V. Like I can't handle this guy. Like just like I can't handle the sky, right? Haha. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Arriving at Chester Station. The next station is Peak Station.
So yeah, like I've been wanting to teach like guitar. Like this is all I've already listen guys, I haven't created a thumbnail since like 2000 and like what is this 2022. So at sign a rational Muslim, at sign a rational Muslim, last year's channel at sign a rational Muslim. So this is checking the sound as well, and I'm kind of happy because I shout let it all out guys. Okay, so mi esposa es colombiana. Like I like to preface this as most of my videos with a couple of like things like whether or not like as a YouTube like experimenter is what I would say. Like the movie Defendor with an O. Yo, Woody Harrelson and Watch the Man from Toronto. No, that's not the Aga Khan Museum. Aga Khan Museum. There's a shot in there, like a scene that looks like it's shot at the Aga Khan Museum. So this is Pantera by this is Walk by Pantera. I was surprised to learn, right, that I could play it and sing it. Like I'm not like, yo, Max Cavalera of Soulfly slash Sepultura slash Cavalera Conspiracy. Yo, I'm not like Kurt Cobain. Yo, actually, how about this? Okay, so ostensibly it's tuned. So bear with me. I'm just gonna like I'm trying to like the memory thing here. Like I'm gonna try and pray and play Lithium. Yadi mother. So yeah, my wife is Christian. I'm a Muslim. So if I preach, I usually preach the Bible, but I don't preach be a Christian, but The Bible is a very cool book, and I found that when I read it, children, after reading it, uh, whatever. I say children all use her from time to time. You might notice if you scroll down and get a like, haha. Yo, it's all about the kids. It's my tagline. That tagline as a marketer has evolved from happy moms, comma, smiling kids. Rather, smiling moms, comma, laughing kids or happy kids. Something like this. Yo, the rule by which fool, the rule by which all other problems, every problem in society is solved, I dare say the non-universe. Happy fucking kids, like save kids. It's all about the kids. I learned this in Canada. God bless Canada. I'm bipolar. I walk around town all day, like talking shit, like just acting like a fucking asshole. It's not getting better. I emailed my lawyer. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. Like, you're too good. You're too good. I waved the fork, guys. Weapons. I'm a violent offender. Like, some poor lady was sitting here, and I got on and I started huffing and puffing and talking at her, and she sensibly moved away, right? Because that's smart, right, kids? The reason I say kids is because it is all about the kids, and this goddamn channel is probably gonna attract, yo, kids. I gotta tell you this story. Like, I talk about sales, I talk about marketing, I talk about, uh, well, I want to teach you how to play the guitar, man. And I've been telling you forever, right, guys? I've been telling you forever, if you've been listening, or maybe not. Four strings, four strings. Nobody. There's many reasons that you go four strings. I'm not saying get a bass guitar, or maybe get a bass guitar. Yeah, just get a bass guitar. Nobody learns guitar, or you do. Like, I picked up a guitar and I was playing this. Well, hold on. I'm gonna play like Anthrax, B.O. Lankin. I'm gonna try. Okay, so I'll take you through the steps of tuning. Actually, I've done that on a previous video, and yes, I made a thumbnail. Guys, so yeah, like my lawyer, I emailed her. If you need a good criminal justice lawyer, Jujila. Although how it's pronounced is up in the air, cause I could have sworn she pronounced it Jujila the very first time 2 years ago. The very first time, right? It's like it was so special when she said Jujila, and everybody butchers her name. I hope you pray she's a Jew. I believe she's a Jew, like with a name like that. And she's Eastern European. She's Romanian. She's a hot fucking mama. She's like got two kids though, so just bear that in mind. She's the best criminal justice lawyer in Canada. You do not have to, kids, touch someone to uh, be charged with assault. As with most things and most charges, all it takes is a cop who can charge you with absolutely anything, right? So I don't know about anarchy. I have for myself. Uh, it's hard to corroborate, but I have. I believe anarchy is sustainable. Like I have. Well, let me just say I have lived on the street in Van City for fucking life. Van City for life, right? Kids on the block. That's where I learned all this, like the kid ethic, like the starting point of this thing, pandemic, right? And so reading the Bible, like worth going to jail for. Reading David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. David goddamn Copperfield by Charles Dickens, guys. Like, first of all, there is a man called like is it Leonid or Leo Tolstoy, and like rest in peace, and then Fyodor Dostoevsky. So before, like, yo, and the Russians also have like other writers of that like caliber, as well as they got like five great uh, composer masters. right? So I gotta just say, Shakespeare is pretty cool. Like, I'm not really into Shakespeare. Studied it in school, right? It's like the only Shakespeare I really means anything to me is the following line, children. Uh, to thine own self be true. To thine own self be true. To thine own self be true. Then it must follow, as night must follow the day, that you cannot be false to anyone else. So this ukulele, I wanna remind everyone, like bipolar Muslim addicts. So I'm addicted to weed. Like addict is a very scary word, right? And it's like this. Like even scary people are scared of crazy people. Even crazy people are scared of crazy people. This kind of thing, right? So um, I smoke weed. I smoke lots of weed. I got lots of weed. Like I had like a strict budget this month, like every month. My wife is not impressed. Mi esposa, by the way, colombiana, bogotana, pero no Bucaramanga. Bucaramanga, pendejos. Mi esposa, she's from una ciudad. I like saying this. I like it. I come up with lines. I come up with lines in Spanish, as it were. Aparentemente. Bucaramangana. If I tell you where my wife is from, it sounds like vampires. It sounds like lichen. Yo, kids, let me just say this to you guys and adults. Serial killing has been going on since man begot man, as in the first couple of guys killed each other, or like Cain and Abel, right? I guess I should say alayhimus salam, like as a Muslim, because they're sons of prophets and ostensibly one of them's a prophet or something. Guys, there's no such thing as lichen. Like, I just want to make this clear to people. Like, I saw a couple of really cool golf guys today. I saw a really nice golf girl yesterday. This is like 5 grams of weed. I got more weed at home. My latest and greatest, and it seems to be working. Like God knows. Like I'm basically out of my gourd. Like I should be medicated. These people, if I didn't have a camera, like they would have been like worried, because you get so you basically if in a word you basically jan chika shred. Simply stated, simply stated, in a word, you know me. Okay, I wanted to play lithium. I wanted to play lithium, and then yo. So here's how you tune it again. Tune it and then detune it. So every alternative. This is all the music theory I know, and all you need to know. I'm a good guitarist. Okay, I'm a good guitarist. I can't play solos. I know pentatonics. I don't know their scales. I can feel my way around this fucking thing. I can hold my own, right? Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I can play. I'm not again, Kurt Cobain, rest in peace. Okay, the late and great April 5th, 1994. Uh, he, yo, like this song, Very 8, track 1 of In Your Tarot. Very 8, Very 8. I see. I can't sing the song. I am buried to my neck in contradictionary files. I take pride as the so note again that again. I'm saying again because hopefully I will have uploaded the last video with thumbnail with Paint, Microsoft Paint thumbnail. I'm not gonna waste resources on Canva for a goddamn thumbnail, because like I'm the guy basically, like as you may have noticed, like I'll start the video like this, like holding this thing. That's your thumbnail. Like guys, you have to tread the line between. You basically have to find what works, and then it's form versus function. Okay, so at the end of the day, you ditch fucking form. That's Canucks. That's called Canuck style. Canuck style is like this. I wanted to say this the other day, and so I'll say it right now. I have said it. Like here in Torontopia, like young and Dundas, like Canada's Times Square, like the center of town, downtown. getting around in this crazy town. Yo, it's total shit. It's total shit. It's like it's small and it's just shit. It's just got a stage. Nothing ever goes on there. Security is like mediocre, and like it's shit because the ground is shit. I figured out, and the same with the floor, because it's not. There's no point in it. Like there's no. It's form versus function. A Canuck, it would appear to me. Well, it would be the case. Like form is army, function is like is early guys. You know what I mean? Like form means get it done. Who cares how it looks? So now Nathan Phillips Square, total shit. Like I was telling someone else again the other day, this piece of art, like this goddamn. First of all, thank you guys, and then like whatever whoever stopped this, the City Hall building here in Torontopia. By the way, I'm not a liberal. The Liberal Party of Canada follows me on Twitter. Like, I only have 1,000 followers. It's enough that Gary Vee follows me. I don't think he's going to unfollow me. I sent him a video 10 or 12 years ago, guys. Uh, Original Zaidi Boy channel, ZAIDIBOY, youtube.com/ Zaidi Boy, facebook.com/ Zaidi Boy. The usual, right? Something like I'm forgetting. There's something else with Zaidi Boy too. Yo, like locked out of LinkedIn for some reason. I gotta say this, guys. Nobody pays any attention to me when I say this. Like I'm the guy currently right now, happily without a phone, happily, very effing happily. One, I'm telling you what, like you're gonna be like, what kind of lifestyle is that? Like it's a Napalm Death album, utilitarian. Although I'm given to understand this is not the way, it's like minimalism. Utilitarian is the Napalm Death album. I refer you to the interview. Go to YouTube and write Mark Greenway, the quote unquote Barty. That's his like his street name. No idea why. Like the vocalist, the Napalm Death, Teddy Bear, Teddy fucking Bear. And I want to say this loud and clear. I think the average person with confidence issues. I'm bipolar when I'm actually like not on weed right now. Like I'm out of my gourd, and it's just because my wife has kicked me out the house. I'm on my way to my goddamn room. My goddamn roommates have already called the cops on me. I've already spent a week in the psych ward. Then I went to Service Ontario and got into some shit at College Park, downtown Toronto, with at sign Paragon Guard. And I'm gonna take these guys to the cleaner. I'm a Paladino. Like I'm gonna tell you this again because it's so retardedly unbelievable, and I think someone should script this guy's life. Otto Skorzeny. I refer you to the Wikipedia article about Paladin splinter cell, essentially post Europe Czech 1945 cessation of hostilities. This Pendel de su madre, like he was Hitler's, like you won't believe it. This guy, this guy, Hitler's. Okay, this is Otto Skorzeny who started the Paladin split. It's like okay, I don't know what to say. Give me a pass. I don't like Nazis. I don't like well, I like the VW brand as a marketer, but I don't like the fact that they're still around. Like Volkswagen, Führer fucking mobile. The Führer wants a new automobile. Well, what are we going to call it? Fool, it comes with a name. Volkswagen. All right. Segue 20 minutes into this stuff. Okay. I'm so happy was today. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, it's two. This is great. Four strings. Four strings. Get a bass guitar. No one learns the guitar. I'm telling you what. If you must buy a guitar and this kind of burning passion bullshit, still know that 90-80% of the time, yo, you're not gonna learn it. You just like if your kid wants a guitar, get him a bass. Bass fucking guitar is the shit. Glenn Benton of Deicide, okay, bass and vocals. Carcass, okay, Bill Steer. bass and Jeff Walker, bass and vocals. Slayer, Tom Araya, bass and vocals. Sniper places you. Jack falling down. Can you heal me? This is Mandatory Suicide by Slayer. Pushed by this player, got the bullet hell in your head. I don't know the lyrics, right? Living mandatory suicide. This tape looks like crap and it's not really helping this goddamn string situation. This mandolin is so cool. Like, what would you say if I told you I found it? You'd say you're a thief, you're a scum, you're shit. Like, you stole someone's mandolin. Why didn't you give it to the police? I found this fucking thing on the beach or like down by the goddamn lake. Okay, so I'm so ugly, that's so okay. I shave my head. I'm just a air. I'm just a. Oh God, string problems. I'm gonna have to do something about this. My wife's guitar right now, like these things, the frets, these two. It seems like an insoluble problem. I know it is, cause like unless you're a goddamn alchemist, how the f are you gonna make the metal like the frets grow back, right? Anyway, yeah. I think this tape was working. All right, so yeah, like I'm a content creator, guys. Like that's basically all I do, like a scribe. Like I've been calling myself a scribe in order to promote Scribid. Scribe with a D, Delta. So that's audiobooks. I can't understand. I've been like unforgivably and like irreversibly and irascibly or whatever kind of F word you want to use like tethered and addicted to like it's bad like addicted to goddamn audiobooks forever. Mi esposa es colombiana, pero I listen to audiobooks about the life, which is why I sound like a goddamn Italiano when I get baked and I start talking about the life and these kinds of things and even otherwise like I found like guys I wanted to say this disturbing thing like after 10 years of this crap, I was diagnosed bipolar. Okay. And again, I'm just going to say this in case someone is jumping on or like wasn't paying attention or thought I was being trite and banal. Right? Like, this is a serious fucking thing. Children of the concubines, children of the concubines. All right. So, it says on here. Let's see. Let's play a little game, children, and see if it actually says on here. Uh, you tell me like if it says on there that uh, yo, it's not for people with a mental health issue. Cause I've read it on a canister before. If you do that, I'll send you Giovanni Boccaccio, Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. Uh, you may know that I just started this channel this year. This kind of thing. It's my 23 channel. I guess that's how we roll now, right? Like at sign irrational Muslim. I'm recording here. Sorry, like I won't film you guys though. So then, at sign irrational Muslim. This was. I'm gonna go over there and grab my stuff. People are like, "Yo, man, how can you leave your computer there?" It's recording. Like I'm a security guard, like, and it's obviously self-evident. Like if it's recording, nobody's gonna take it, or it's highly unlikely. Besides, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm just wandering up and down, like goddamn, like waiting for my goddamn bake to dissipate. I suppose I should get off at Birchmount. Okay, so again, shit, this is Warden. I gotta get off here. I gotta get off here. Fuck. So, like every alternative damn good boy excels, right? That's how you goddamn like. And you don't need to know that, but if you must know it, because sometimes like, yo, in a band you'll talk about like a string on your guitar because you're tuning your guitars. And remember, right? A well-tuned guitar, which is a good guitar, like it's something else. Like what you want to do with metal, and in general, I would say like more or less, you tune down the top string. So again, I did make a video. My intention is to upload it. Fifth, like fret. These are frets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So fifth fret should sound like the open. So open is what you call quote unquote like when you don't play a fret. So if you play open like that, like these are all open. And by the way, unless you're Metallica, like nothing else matters, you really can't play a open set of strings. Now you tune the top, E down. Okay, so again, this is 4 strings. I suggest you get a bass, but if you're adamant about learning a guitar, then welcome to my channel or shoot me a line, whatever. Listen, man, I'm happy to get on Skype and teach you how to play this fucking thing. Although my stated purpose is not to charge because it's music, like this kind of thing. I'm kind of a purist that way. All right, so the fifth. Okay, so I've detuned the top string, so that's not going to work. But the second string, fifth note, and then I'm going to play the third string open. So they should be the same. And I'm now ascertaining whether the guitar, this mandolin, as my neighbor called it, I suppose that's what it is. I was going with ukulele. Yo, this goddamn thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Guys, stay away from people that say that like, yo, like in guitar, like you need like some people are born with musical ear or perfect pitch and all this kind of shit. It's total shit. Like if you want to learn how to play a goddamn guitar, my suggestion is to get a bass guitar. If you want to learn how to play a goddamn guitar, my suggestion is don't smoke weed if you got mental health issues. Sorry about that. So just get a goddamn guitar, right? And like you don't need to fucking have musical theory or any kind of shit like this, right? You don't. You don't need any kind of musical theory. Okay, so now every alternative. This is just something I came up with 30 years ago, and I never needed it. And that's the only music theory you need. Music theory is for some fucker that is with Sierra Fox, October, San Francisco Philharmonic Orchestra, Papa, whatever. So every alternative damn good boy excels. EADGBE. Every alternative damn good boy excels. This is silly shit, but it's also true. Haha. Yo, rest in peace, Kurt Cobain. Rest in peace, Lane Staley. Yo, rest in peace, Chris Cornell. I can't help but try and play like, okay, I'm gonna show you the joys. Like again, this thing is coming together really well. All of thrash metal, one note, one fucking note, and you dampen it. You put your palm on there. Whatever. Like it's all ching, 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 ching. That thing right there, that's all of Fear Factory, the band as well. Although they're technically death metal, of course. Um, yeah, all of thrash metal is one note. So no, not one note, but like yeah, like the jun jun jun. Yeah, one note. Yeah, one note. That's the line. That's the line, and I'm gonna stick with it. Like I came up with this line. All of thrash metal is one note. Like I went into like saying grindcore, like Napalm Death. You take the note and then you just go like I have a plectrum at home, and I will get into teaching you about the plectrum, I suppose, although it's highly overrated. Like I'm gonna tell you what, like a plectrum is highly overrated. I'm just gonna tell you what, you don't even need to grow your fingernails terribly long in order to like play this goddamn thing. So the tape up here, I guess this is what we call back home nazar vatu. So one of the things that really pisses me off, it's a natural thing and it shouldn't piss me off, and I've got issues, and like God is great, and I should be in jail right now. My lawyer is amazing. Alina, if you watch this, I don't know if you watch these goddamn videos, but alina.jujila, okay, at gmail.com. I heard it from the mouth of like a crown like duty counselor, something like this. Like basically, like I want to talk about this someday, maybe just today, like I suppose. Getting arrested, like, and this is something I'm going to spend like a lot of time on, like getting arrested, go to jail. I want to write a book called "The Things I Learned in Jail." Um, I have a couple of books I want to throw out there that I'm working on or that you might be interested in checking out if you have any comments or whatever. Like, listen, again, if you need any help with anything, like resume, I've got a course on Udemy called How to Land a Job You Want in 2 weeks. And just a little fucking tip, send out resumes while you have a job, while you are employed, not when you don't have a job. So yeah, I mean, like I find things. I'm a street guy. I've been homeless, once homeless, like whatever. Like I live like I'm proud of it. I'm a weakling. Like people live outside, right, in this kind of weather, and my face starts falling apart. Sometimes I can't feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Yo, that's like corn, the band. And so, yo, for the record, here's my version of how they came up with the name. It was something like this, how they came up with the name Corn. So, uh, daytime, band members assembled at breakfast table. But he's like, yo, so did you think about this? Guy's like, yo, fuck you, man. I like, can I just enjoy my cornflakes? So now the second guy says, corn. Let's just call the band Corn. Like, like whatever. Maybe he says it with a note of alacrity or like cynicism or whatever. But that's really what happens. So then the next guy says, well, it's got to be corn with a fucking K, right? Because it's like not just a corn on the fucking cob. Because I mean, sure, like it doesn't matter what you call the goddamn band, but you don't want to call it like Bill's Fluffy Pewter distributorship, right? Anyway, so now then the last guy ostensibly. So yeah, like I come up with shit like this, right? Like it's taken me like years, 10 years to achieve what I consider basic expertise in as much as mastery of my life. I refer you to the YouTube channel Project Life Mastery. This fucking guy, like my wife is beautiful, no doubt. Pero esta hombre, he's married to the most gorgeous Latina, like like I'm not interested in girls in any case because of like my wife. Like I'm just not interested in girls. Like I whatever. Like I'll flirt with beautiful girls sometimes, but whatever, right? Anyway, so Project Life Master. So becoming a CEO of your life, right? Like taking care of your shit, like cleaning, having your trays clean, right? Army up, right? Coming mouth talk, verbal foul off, right? Or you can't plan nothing but right? All right, so now take your time. By the way, I don't know if I've said this on a YouTube video, guys. Here's the thing with taking your time. First of all, fucking do it, and don't make me fucking rush or don't try and rush me. It's my request, right? Like I'm getting to a point now, like gingerly and with a lot of hesitation, where there's this kid basically that's seen my video where I basically the TD videos, right? The TD videos. Like I had a TD video that guys, I got a video on this goddamn. I've got many videos like this, and I want to caution the kids. There's kids up there that do not heed the fucking adage. Loose lips sink ships. Guys, if you record, and kids do this, kids, there are kids out there that break into celebrity homes and record themselves. And of course, they're wearing a mask and this kind of shit. Are you kidding me? You fucking think that this is a joke? Like, so you end up in jail, right? So, don't, don't fucking do that, guys. If you want to, like, if you want to do what I'm doing, I'm just gonna tell you. Like, I had a Chromebook for the longest time. Like, I got this new computer. It's like shit. It's been through a shitstorm already. It's great. I shouldn't complain. It's not shit. It's Windows. Windows is shit. But this fucking this HP hardware, it's a 300 or 400 dollars. Like I got it for $80. It's brand new. The guy refurbished it. His kid wanted a Chromebook. It looks like a Chromebook. It looks like one of my previous Chromebooks. Like for like since the pandemic, like the whole like I urge you to look back at the start of the pandemic in your life before it, and I urge you to consider how your life has changed, if it has changed. As a digital marketer, I will report to you that COVID was just like the prohibition with like the goddamn mobsters. Lucky Luciano, Joe Bonanno, Gaetano Lucchesi, nice dog there. Uh, and of course, JFK Sr. was a fucking bootlegger, as everyone knows. And Bugsy Stills, and then, Vito Genovese, all these guys, Meyer Lansky, and then JFK Sr. I had a, I'll find it. Like I'm getting organized, guys. I'm very happy about this. I'll find it. I had a bit link out there. It may work. Yo, tell me if this bit link works or not. And then if it does work, or rather, if you are not an asshole, I'll send you. I want to. I've been saying this on a couple of videos now. I want to send someone this book, Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. Sorry guys, I'm recording this like video here. Hey, nobody's gonna your boss or whatever, your teacher. Nobody gives a shit about this channel or me or much else. Giovanni Boccaccio, guys. Notice with which care, notice the care with which I treasure this goddamn thing. Guys, I gotta say, I really am, and I'm gonna find out, by the way. And I'm gonna promote this pendejo. Like, I've never, this fucking guy eats Dante Alighieri's face. He eats Paul Bunyan's fucking face. Pilgrim's Progress. This pendejo de su madre, this book, like, Decameron, if you like, I just asked a question. I'm baked. I can't remember the question. I'm bipolar. I'm addicted to weed. Thank you for visiting. Last year's channel at sign bipolar. Like this is at sign bipolar Muslim addict. Yo, last year's channel, whatever. I got locked out of my goddamn Gmail account, and I urge you to, go SIMless, SIM cardless. Like try it out, guys. I've actually now it's experimentation. I'm going to get a phone. I'm going to get a nice phone. I got a $200 budget for phones in general. My wife is like fucking around with people on Facebook Market. Like, guys, just be very careful about these things, right? Like, $1,000 is like how much a phone costs right now. Um, and it's been that way for a while. And it's like to a guy like me, I just can't fucking fathom this thing. Like it's got all these cameras on it, and it's like got all this shit on it. And I finally understood. Like I'll send you this book, right? Like from Amazon, because this one's falling apart. Decameron, that guy is 10. That guy is, impaled heads in the distance. Hail to the Roman resistance, Cavalera, conspiracy, spectral war, the song. Yo, that guy is like the goddamn mafiosi. A capo has 10 fucking guys, right? A capo regime has 10 fucking guys as well, right? It's all 10. This is 10 days and 10 nights. There is okay, this book reminds me of a book by a famous Shia scholar. Like, I'm a Shia, right? Mi esposa es colombiana, bucaramangana, como tú sabes. Run, Forrester. So now, so don't hold it against me. Like, I usually carry a Bible. I'm remiss today, or I lost it. God is great, and someone will find it. I have it somewhere. And in fact, I've started carrying a cross. I found a cross, right? I found this Paladin security guard jacket, and I just, after talking about how much I'm taking care of this goddamn book, I just tossed it to the wind. Guys, this goddamn book. Um, there's a guy called one of our scholars, Shia scholar. Like scholar, what's a scholar? Like, I don't want to say to Western people. I really don't want the fucks to say. Like, it's the world of anti-heroes. I love it. It's the best. It's the fucking best. It's hashtag Canuck. Like Daniel Craig, you better like visit Toronto. Like, yo, has Tiff passed already? Guys, you must value knowledge. This is an Islamic imperative, and this is one of the things that you're not gonna find, like, like the kind of emphasis that Islam puts on knowledge. This, like, I'll tell you, like, I'll make my religion look bad. I don't mind. Listen, well, I'll just say this straight up. I might as well just say this. Yeah, sure. And mental note that every time I mention Islam, I gotta say this. وَلَوْ نَشَاءَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. If we had wanted, Allah says in the Quran, God with a capital G, that's Allah, right? God with a capital G. Al-Masih ibn Allah. That's what Christian Arabs say. Al-Masih ibn Allah. Like Christian Jews say the word Allah as well. It's not some kind of phantasmagora. Like, I don't give a shit, by the way, whatever. Like, just be, like they say in Canada, just be you. Like, I don't give a shit about, like, turning you into a Muslim or some God-forsaken piece of business like that. In fact, in jail, people have come up to me, and I suppose on the road as well. Yo, like they've expressed an interest in Islam, and there's this notion that, you just say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. You just get the guy to say there's no God but Allah, and then there's Muhammad is his, like, peace be upon him, is his prophet. This is all total effing ass to me. I have no fucking interest in it. My wife is a Christian. That pretty much makes me. Can I? What kind of burger you have in there? Oh, Big Kahuna Burger. Oh, that's the new place that opened up over on 47th or Toledo Heights. Mind if I try a little bit of your Big Kahuna? Oh, what? Yo, mind if I have some beverage, a little bit of, Quentin Tarantino, same as me in a sense. Not me as the same as him, but I'm finally there. I'm finally there. Like, and all it took was like one little thing. One little thing. So my life has been like shit for like 10 years. I tell you, like, I've been in and out of jail, on and off the streets, in and out of psych wards, different fucking like rooming houses, like scrambling to try and get a foothold on my fucking marriage. Moved back to Calgary 2018 to 2020. Uh, with my goddamn wife. Happy wife, happy life. I was unhappy though. I was unhappy is the thing. Like, if you're bipolar, I'm gonna say this thing to you, and I don't know what you make of it, but I believe, I have no doubt, and in fact, I gotta tone myself down when I talk about it. The late and great Kurt Cobain, rest in peace. There's no fucking doubt in this guy's mind, me, that he killed himself, and that was about if he indeed killed himself. Yo, he had so much heroin in his system that there's, like, they talk about like a horse would have been incapacitated. Hey, you cannot shoot your fucking self in the head with a goddamn shotgun, or can you? Can you? Was it shot off? I didn't hear anything about this. It's like here in Torontopia. I come up with these kinds of things, right? Like, so yeah, and the last piece of fucking evidence, or like circumstantial no less. I'm not saying Kurt Cobain was killed by the man, just like Lane Staley of Alice in Chains, rest in peace, may have been. Just like, I don't think Chris Cornell was. I think Chris Cornell actually killed himself. And one of the reasons is Soundgarden, late and great. One of the reasons is that this guy died, or chose the age of 54 to kill himself. And I just realized recently that 54 is actually that's twice of 27. So, like, of course, the dream is to die young, right? At age 27, in fact. And we die young, fast, we run down, 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 rolling. Watch the blood. Everyone thinks I'm stupid until they see the camera, and then they fall in line. I hate doing it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, again, kids, like, don't fucking point this goddamn thing. Like, I refer to kids user again, and I refer to you as user because I'm a software guy. Like, you're consuming my content, you're a user, right? So now, I was telling my wife the other day that that's what I am, a content creator. Like, reading, writing, podcast. I want to start a new podcast. People equal shit, the Slipknot song. People equal shit. People equal shit. I've said for years, I will say to people when I apologize to them, for example, I'll say I'm shit. I'm shit. Don't think I'm a big deal. Like, when I pull out my camera and start acting stupid and bipolar, then I'll tell people, don't think I think I'm a big deal. I'm not a big fucking deal. I'm a small fucking deal. Like, in Islam, it's like this. Like, you should consider yourself the worst of the worst. Like, this is a strange saying. I was going to tell you another strange saying. I was going to tell you about Majlisi, the Shia author. Majlisi, the Shia author, was like this. He had four scribes. He wrote this fucking thing, 80 fucking volumes. It's available in English now. I can refer you to the website if you're interested. I don't know what you would do with it. Baharul Anwar. Baharul Anwar. Bahar in Arabic means sea. Baharul Anwar means seas of light. Nur. Nur is the word for light. There's a chapter in the Quran called Nur, and Allahu Nur samawati wal ard. God is the light of the heavens and earth. And so I asked a scholar about this. What does that mean? Like how? Like, because if you think about it, it's kind of a mind fuck. Of course, a lot of the Quran is a lot of the sayings of the family Muhammad. Anyway, وَلَوْ نَشَاءَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. When talking about Islam, guys, if we had wanted to, we would have made you all one religion. That's what Allah says in the Quran. So I tell people, like in jail and all this shit, are you a good Christian? You're not a good Christian. Have you read Gospel of John or the Bible or any effing thing? Have you ever been to church? Like, have you been doing anything apart from drugs and like boosting and boosting shit and stealing shit and stabbing people? So then why would I make you a Muslim? And I'm not into that. I'm not interested. What I've realized, in fact, what my Kadnaf friends have helped me realize is that it's exactly like this thing. Like, وَلَوْ نَشَاءَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. We would have made you one nation if we wanted to. But what we wanted was to test each people with what we gave them. And then it says quite clearly, like, there's no ambiguity. And it says, yeah, anyone who does good will go to heaven, not Jews and Sabians, and chapter 2. Like, there's a verse in there, long chapter. Uh, like, the verse might be 262. Like, anyone who does good, more or less, is going to go to heaven. Sabi'in, Sabians, Yahud, Jews, Nasara, Christians. While I'm talking about Islam, I might as well just say this as well. That fuck the Middle East, or rather, fuck the police. Yo, there's a song by SOD, Stormtroopers of Death. Fuck the Middle East, eh? I, I looked that up and I think I sent someone a link the other day. Guys, I'm sorry. It's like this. You have to overcome your fucking challenges. Guys, I'm sorry. It's like this. You have to organize all of your shit. Guys, I'm sorry. It's like this. You have to do what you fucking say. Guys, I'm sorry. It's like this. You have to put kids first and elderly people first, and like, of course, animals because they're powerless. And like my mom, bless her soul, used to say, they're voiceless. They don't have a tongue. They don't have a voice, so they must be defended. Guys, it is like this. That you have to overcome to become, like they say in Amway, right? So we're coming up on an hour here. I guess I'm gonna do the usual, right? Like, I haven't made an hour-long video for a while, and again, downward dog, right? Oh God, Maximiliano, our dog, he does this thing. He's gonna lie down all day, and what it is, you're stretching your spine. So I'll show you this thing, by the way. I'm proud of it. Like, not really proud as in proud, but it fucking works really great. Like what I'm doing. And I've codified it. What I need now is one hot, young fucking blonde to help me fucking create some content to promote this. No, I'm joking, not really though. I don't really need a blonde and I don't need to promote it. What I found is that whatever. Let's just say I'm not interested in promoting this. Like, I have a whole set of stuff that I do, right? And either you call it street yoga or you call it step yoga. Like, steps are the best. Or an ex-street guy or a street guy. Steps, like, steps are the shit. I just love steps, right? And so with steps, I got all these amazing moves. And guys, there's nothing uh, like the joy of smoking weed and stretching. Like, there's nothing like it. Anyway, God is great. Like, I find myself in a position where I'm not in a rush and I don't give a shit. like I've told people for a while, like when I'm bipolar and manic, like on the one hand, I can be very aggressive and very fucking rude and very fucking sarcastic and just a fucking terror. A terror, a fucking, like, I'm not gonna say you don't wanna fuck with me. I'm just gonna say try me. Just try me. I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, I'm a good guy. Like, como mi esposa dice, yo soy como una perrita. I'm like a dog. If you pat my head, then my tail will wag. But if you start shouting or stabbing or like whatever, like it goes downhill pretty fast with me. I don't know what it is. Like I've said forever, and I believe, and I've said forever that brown is the new black. Like as a brown guy, I get no respect around town, right? Like even right now, I'm sitting here YouTubing. I'd love to teach people about this. I'd love to help people, like whatever, like random people. I got weed. I'd love to give weed to whoever needs weed. Like I'll walk around like out of my gourd, like manic, right? And then I'll offer weed and like whatever. People just do, 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 do. And this is another reason to create content, children. I'm going to tell you, and you probably have realized there's an infinite, like potentially infinite number of people online, and it's infinitely scalable. And therein lies the rub. Therein lies the rub. There are literally hundreds of millions of people. We're addicted to buying, by the way, and we're addicted to brands. And this is something I'm going to be talking about as well. We're addicted to brands. Like street people are great dressers. I learned how to dress on the street, among other things. Um, but we are addicted to buying. Like both Eddie Murphy and Jerry Seinfeld have a hangar full of Porsche cars, something like this, like 26, like something like this, like something like this, some odd number of Porsches, a lot of them. And of course, it is what it is. When you buy shit, you feel good, right? Like, do you need another Porsche, Mr. Seinfeld? No, I don't fucking need another fucking Porsche. But I'm gonna buy this fucking Porsche and I'm gonna put it in the hangar. And you know, with the cars, right, guys? I mean, this is like buying a new car. I'm sorry, like one of the stupidest fucking things you can do, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. My wife drives a $20,000 uh, Toyota or Honda Rav, one of these two Toyota, I guess. And it's really a $40,000 car because God is great and she found a deal and a woman who just needed to do that and she moved to Zimbabwe and, fine line between taking advantage of someone and getting a good deal, whatever. So online, as a general rule, because as you know, children, you need to get online, say something, do something, or sell something. Do something, do what? Do any fucking thing. Like start something, do something, sell something, say something. You gotta do this. Like universities, as we know and have been complaining about for years, have not taught entrepreneurship. And as far as this guy is concerned, if you're not gonna teach some effing guy sales, then then there's nothing else to it. Like rather like you've missed it. You've missed it. Like Elon effing Musk, by throwing a bowling ball at a Tesla truck on stage at the auto show and smashing the glass, and then saying, "Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!" That's what he says. "Oh my fucking god!" If you watch his return to space, the goddamn rocket goes up, and he's like, "Oh my fucking god!" Steve Jobs' last word was wow, by the way. I'm just waiting for the 1 hour mark here. I can't believe I talked for an hour, and it's like Melissa Meyer at Yahoo said, like, we're if you're doing what like enthralls you and what you want to do, it doesn't actually it actually energizes you. Whatever, whatever, like that's what it is. That's what it is, and that's why these people like Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, Ty Lopez, youtube.com/ Alex Becker's channel. Yo, these people, like, they don't do fucking shit. They don't drink. They don't drive. They don't watch movies. They don't go to movies. They don't do shit except for work. Like Alex Becker, I gotta just tell you, like, if you're interested in internet marketing in any shape or form, he's the guy. Oh shit, I missed the 1 minute mark. He's the guy the 1 hour mark. He's the guy I call Mr. Internet Marketing.